Alright, here we are. We are headed north out of Brisbane on the M1. And this is video diary number 6. Alright, so today's video diary is going to be about toy stores and toy stores. Because I haven't been to any true hobby shops yet. I've been to a couple toy stores. The first one was in Gympie. It was a very nice little toy store. It was an independent one. It had a lot of variety of items. And then the other one I went into was a chain toy store, which I've seen some of. This one I don't think was one of the larger ones of the, it's a chain itself. The square footage of the shop itself was, I think, smaller compared to other stores of this chain that I've seen. Anyways, I first walked in and lo and behold, there is crap all over the floor and everything's off the shelves like a Toys R Us. Not as bad as most Toys R Us, but still a little surprising because the other toy store I was in, Gympie, was neat as a pin, so to speak. The contents of toy stores are kind of interesting. So there's a lot of general kind of mid-level sort of toys, dolls, games, the kind of standard sort of low to medium cost stuff. Generally everything seems to be of higher quality. There's way less just pressed out plastic 15 cents crap than I see in, say, a Toys R Us. But then in the high-end stuff, there's actually very little stuff, little in the store itself. There's very few Legos, and there's maybe each toy store will have 1 or 2 slot car sets, collector 132nd slot car set. Seen some nice Hornsby train sets. And almost all of them have plastic model kits, which is pretty cool, as well as supplies to do the paint and such.
And then the store where you got your hat.
Hat?
The town where we got your hat, there was a hobby store.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, there was another one too that was more like a collector's. It was more like a hobby store, but it was also a collectible store. And they had quite a few plastic model kits and a little bit of this and that for railroading and paint, and then just some sort of odd collectibles. And then there's each one of these stores has had some few handful of RC cars and RC planes and pieces and such to support those. The interesting thing though is the cost is kind of astronomical. So the model kits, I don't think I've seen one that's been under $40. They've all been $40 and up for a 1/24 scale model kit. There was these Atelier truck kits, tractor cab, tractor trailer rigs, no trailer, just the truck itself, and those were $100. There was a few other things. The chain's hobby store I went to had a lot of military kits, quite an extensive collection, as well as more motorcycle kits than I'd ever seen. But yeah, all the prices are $40 and upward for AMT kits that would sell for about, I don't know, 25 to 30 in a hobby shop maybe, and if you bought them online it'd be about 20 bucks. So that's kind of surprising. And then pretty much everything else just scales up with that. So the slot car kits, the Hornsby model railroad set, these are all pushing up around $300-400, which is wow. That's that's a luxury gift for a child. So that's what I've seen at the hobby stores. A lot of My Little Pony seems very popular. Like I said, generally the quality of the stuff is higher. There's none of this really low-end bargain basement $2, $1 crap. Everything seems to have pretty little bit of everything. These stores have. The games are kind of interesting because the board games are all packaged differently. So Monopoly doesn't really quite look like Monopoly, even though it's Monopoly. Things like the Rubik's Cubes is packaged in a clearly much different way than it is in the U.S. And so that's about it. Let's see the model paints. There's the Tamiya paints come in small jars, smaller jars. I haven't seen any of the larger jars. It's a different shaped jar as well. Almost all of them have a little bit of balsa wood and brass and building supplies. Like I said, they pretty much have everything you need in small quantities. I'm hoping to get to a real hobby shop, a larger one at some point, and see what there is. The model kits, other than more of the Japanese car kits and a lot more of the military stuff from Tamiya and other manufacturers. Mostly that's the manufacturers. There's a few AMT, MPC stuff that's identical, Lindbergh and Monogram and Revell, the identical stuff you'd find in the US. So that's it for hobby shops. All right.